Armenia is a landlocked country in the South Caucasus region, situated between Eastern Europe and Western Asia. It shares borders with Georgia to the north, Azerbaijan to the southeast and east, Iran to the south, and Turkey to the west. Armenia was the first nation to officially adopt Christianity as its state religion in AD 301. Armenia is located in the South Caucasus region of Eurasia, bordering Turkey, Georgia, Iran, and Azerbaijan. Mount Ararat, traditionally associated with the place where Noah's Ark landed, is considered a national symbol, even though it's located in present-day Turkey. Yerevan, the capital, is one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities. Armenia has a deep-rooted chess culture. It's a mandatory subject in schools. Armenia is home to the world's oldest known winery and has its own Stonehenge, known as Karahunj or Zoratskarer. The Armenian language has its own distinct alphabet and has been spoken for over 2,500 years. The Armenian Genocide Memorial Complex, Tsitsernakaberd, commemorates the massacre of 1.5 million Armenians during World War I. Lake Sevan, one of the world's largest high-altitude lakes, is in Armenia. Armenia is famous for its apricots, which have been cultivated there for thousands of years. The Armenian Apostolic Church is the world's oldest national church. The Armenian Apostolic Church is the world's oldest national church. Armenia has 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites: the monasteries of Hagpad and Sanahin, the cathedral and churches of Ekmiatsin, and the archaeological site of Zvartnots. Armenian lavash, a traditional thin bread, is inscribed in UNESCO's representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Kachkar, also known as crossstones, are characteristic of medieval Christian Armenian art. The Golden Apricot Film Festival is a significant event held annually in Yerevan. There's a large Armenian diaspora, with more Armenians living abroad than in Armenia itself. Most buildings in Armenia, especially in Yerevan, are made from a volcanic rock called tuff. Armenian cognac is well regarded. The term cognac is used by former Soviet nations, despite international naming rights belonging to the Cognac region of France. The Garni Temple is the only standing Greco-Roman colonnaded building in Armenia and the former Soviet Union. The national symbol of Armenia is Mount Ararat, the Armenian cross, and the lion. Armenia gained independence from the Soviet Union in 1991. Khor Virap Monastery is one of the most visited sites in Armenia, offering an amazing view of Mount Ararat. The duduk, a traditional Armenian musical instrument, is listed by UNESCO as intangible cultural heritage. Byurakan Observatory in Armenia was a leading astronomical center during the Soviet era. Few of the most famous celebrity figures in Armenia. Andrei Agassi, the father of Andrei Kirk Agassi, the retired world-famous American tennis player and former world #1, claims to have a Syrian and Armenian heritage, whose ancestors had to change their surname from Agassian to bypass persecution. Agassi was one of the most powerful players from the early 1990s to the mid-2000s. Cher, an American singer and actress, who is sometimes called the goddess of pop, she was born as Sherilyn Sarkisian in California. Her father was an Armenian-American truck driver. Considered the greatest chess player of all time, Garry Kimovich Kasparov is a former world chess champion, political activist, and writer. He was born as Garrett Kimovich Weinstein in Baku, Azerbaijan, into a Russian Jewish-Armenian family. Aram Ilyich Khachaturian was a Soviet-Armenian conductor and composer. Born and raised in Tbilisi in an Armenian family, he moved to Moscow in 1921 after the Sovietization of the Caucasus region. Sergei Parajanov, a Soviet artist and film director of Armenian origin, was born in Tbilisi, Georgia. He made important contributions to Soviet cinema through Georgian, Armenian, and Ukrainian cinema. He created his own cinematic style, which was completely outside of the guidelines of the USSR.